music. We got a new case to draw. But just a little bit. There we go. It's a girl. There I go. Shut up. Come closer, that killer. Sorry, but you're not going to get the chance. I'm rooting through the file of an old court case. It was the first case my longtime mentor, AUfqVDrvK8. My very first client was a disability that had recently broken out. That was a whole year before Mia and I had ever met. February 16th, 1924, District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 4. Oh, I'm so nervous. I feel like I'm going to die. I never should have accepted this case. That is not a good look for a potential defendant. Oh, good morning. Don't be so jumpy. I didn't do nothing. It's fair. I didn't kill nobody. Terry Falls, my first client. Sentenced to death 5 years ago. And now, a prison escapee. Just relax, Mia. Make small talk and try to relax it. So why did you escape anyway? That is not the reaction of someone completely sane. I didn't do nothing. I didn't kill no one. I never lied. I didn't escape from nowhere. But Mr. Falls, The police just recaptured you 2 days ago. Okay. Sorry. I told a little lie. Oh boy. But anyway, I didn't do it. Never killed nobody. I'm sorry for asking, but you're on death row, right? Okay. Something's wrong with his eye. They sentenced me to die 5 years ago, but I was tricked to tell you. That woman, she lied in her testimony. That's why I got the death penalty. I swear, I didn't kill her. I could never do that. 2 days ago, he escaped from the police wagon when it crashed. Then, about 8 hours later, a policewoman was murdered before police could recapture him. The police believe that Terry Falls did it. After you escaped, did you meet a policewoman? Yeah, I did. She's the reason I escaped. Okay, that's news. So that much is true. You did meet with the victim. I didn't kill her. She was alive when I left. She was alive. It's true. I can trust him, right? I mean, I should. Huh. You're not going to figure out the truth just by staring at the guy. Why are you here? I came to see how our little kitten was doing all alone in the big scary lion's den. I thought maybe you'd like someone to play with. Where's Mr. Grossberg? Huh. That old man is probably still in bed. But he's clutching an empty bottle, mumbling in his sleep. And I get nap. After all, it's me, Diego Armando. I didn't say. So, Diego Armando, famous attorney at Grossberg Law Offices, is here for me. No. You've got it all wrong. Today, you are the finest. After all, it took an amazing amount of guts to take this case. Imagine. An escaped death row convict for a first client. Yeah, thanks. Sure. Get out of it, though. Huh, well, I just heard some good news. The prosecutor for today is fresh out of his diapers as well. Really? However, like assistant somebody who I won't mention, he's earned the reputation as a genius since beginning his law career. Genius? Well, it's about time to head in, kid. Sharpen those claws of yours. It's go time. Solitary confinement cell for the condemned must be the world's loneliest place. And that's what my client ran away from. Every other lawyer gave up on him, but not me. When I saw those overflowing eyes and heard that simple, childlike voice, just had the feeling they were telling the truth. (10 a.m. February 16th, District Court, Courtroom Number 4. Terry Falls, your defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution has been ready for a while, Your Honor. I understand the lawyers for both sides are newcomers. Yes, Your Honor. I'm Miafe. My old express, Your Honor. So you're the new prosecutor everyone is talking about, eh? They say you joined the prosecutor's office at such an early age. At 20, Your Honor. Guess that little kitten hasn't earned herself much of a reputation yet, huh? Come on, Mia. Can't let someone younger than you. Young people running a trial. I'm not too sure how I feel about that. Now then, the defendant in this case is currently a felon on death row. 2 days ago, he escaped from a police wagon. Is that correct? Precisely. But the defendant is not on trial for escaping prison. The day the defendant escaped, a policewoman was murdered. So we're here to determine if Mr. Falls was responsible for her death. You got it, kitten. Well then, Mr. Edgeworth, let's hear your opening statement. Yes, Your Honor. It was 5 years ago. The defendant, Terry Falls, was sentenced to death in this very court. His crimes were kidnapping, extortion, and murder. The girl he threw off the bridge was only 14 years old. A truly horrible crime. I remember it well. There was no decisive evidence, so the trial was long and protracted. Correct. But in the end, what finally decided the case was a certain witness's testimony. A witness's testimony. The testimony of Detective Valerie Hawthorne, the person who confronted this criminal. She arrested Mr. Falls at the scene and later testified against him. She said she witnessed Mr. Falls throw his young victim into the river. For those who are not aware, Eagle River is well known for its powerful current. Most bodies that fall in are never recovered. So Mrs. Hawson's testimony was the one that put him away. That policewoman you just mentioned, that wouldn't be exactly the victim. The same woman that was killed 2 days ago. Police Sergeant Valerie Hawthorne. I see. The man who was sentenced to death, based on her testimony, escaped 2 days ago. There's only one thing on his mind. To take revenge against the woman who convicted him. Aha. The truth is becoming clear to me now. Yes. It's quite obvious that the defendant is guilty. Wait a minute, that's not right. At least hear the case before you decide on the outcome, Your Honor. Watch yourself, Miss Faye. I'm not sure I care for your word choice or your tone of voice. Young people these days simply don't know how to respect their elders. Why, you're even younger than me, you hypocrite. Now then, Mr. Edgeworth, please call your first witness. I call the detective who was in charge of the initial investigation of this case. Witness, state your name and occupation. Gumshoe. Dick Gumshoe. I'm the homicide detective in charge of the case, sir. Finally got promoted to the detective position half a year ago. Don't believe anyone asked you about that. Hey man, you got any idea how much work it takes? What is it? You're really gorgeous. Hello there, Saint. Doing pretty good. We're going until the thing stumps. Ugh. Oh, that was loud. No, do I not have... notifications? No, it does not appear I do. That's not good. What just happened? I am... Huh. Okay. I just need to import this into my stream. Yep. Well, now it should jump scare me. There it. That shouldn't work. Here I am getting distracted. And oh, okay. So that is really hard to see. And I'd like to thank you, but this is mostly just Stump. The vibe of Stump. I'm not planning for this stream to last too long. Yet. Mostly it's just chill. Mainly I am testing sound balances. It's sound balance still going on. Yes, sound balance is still going on. I want to turn down the game audio a touch. Hopefully, now I'm not jump scared again out of nowhere. I haven't gotten stumped on this case yet, but I expect to get stumped soon. played through the earlier entries in the series, and this one is new to me, so I'm going in blind on this case, but not on the entire mechanics. Detective, pull yourself together and try to be professional. Otherwise, I'll write you up on contempt so quick there's something other than your heartbreak. Okay, I got it. Now, Detective, tell us about the incident. Yes, sir. Right away. The victim was Sergeant Valerie Arthur, a veteran on the police force. I like to do a variety. If you can see the stream title, there's a Discord link. If you join, you get a vote on what stream I play next. Or it's just your own. This is the first spot where I might have to end the stream. The victim was Sergeant Valerie Hawthorne, a veteran on the police force. She was stabbed in the back with a knife and died from excessive blood loss. That much that is stated in the autopsy report. Really? Between 4 and 5, okay. The court would like to hear more details about the incident itself. Yes, sir. Okay, let's take a look at this aerial map of the area here. Where are you asking me to add you? There's a reason. Can you put that together into one sentence? There is. Let's get Discord open. Yes. Due to scammers, Automod will automatically silence you if you say that. I'm sorry, but kinda is. Oh no. All the audio is... Okay. I mean, as long as we're in a server, you can send me DMs. Yeah. Okay. We got the stressful music going on while we open up Discord. Don't care about no Discord orbs. Okay. And I'll have to warn you there. No personal information. Okay. So, still new to the entire rule situation on Discord. Email verification is off. So you're welcome to join the server and talk, but I am flat broke. Okay. We don't have the bandwidth to do deep dive into Discord scam baiting today. It is. Okay. It's still scuffed. Very, very much scuffed. Where are we? Uh-huh. Bam, there we go. Chat ruled. Bam, we added another. Where do we... Aha! Send warning. Bam. There we go. Should update. Okay. Oh no! It looks like we'll have to now ban you. I'm sorry, but I've had too many bad actors. So we go on ban. Okay, unable to unban user. Okay, that's not good. Maybe I can go into the banned user settings. Unban. Let's just unban everyone, why not? Nobody's banned. I did indeed unban you. I unbanned the entire list. Everyone. Okay. Oh. Whoa. There's an area on... Okay. We're calling back. She was stabbed in the back with a knife and died from excessive blood loss. That much is already stated in the autopsy report. The court would like to hear more details about the incident itself. Yes, sir. I gotcha. Okay, let's take a look at this aerial map of the area here. This is a sketch of Dusty Bridge, an old suspension bridge. Okay. And the river that runs under there is Eagle River. The victim and the defendant met there on top of the bridge. After stabbing her in the back, the killer carried the victim back to his car. After stabbing her in the back? He was actually at a police checkpoint as he was trying to make his getaway, sir. I see. Added to the court record. Bridge located 40 feet above Eagle River. The victim's blood found on the bridge. The victim, Station Valley Hawson, was wearing a thick coat, sir. Unfortunately, no traces. Oh no, there should have been if he dragged the dead body all the way back. Mr. Edgeworth, opponents will absolutely despise conjecture. But there was no blood on the bridge, and you have no proof that they even met there. Your Honor, if you would listen to the testimony we have prepared, I'm sure you'll be convinced that two of them most certainly did meet on the bridge that day. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, I'm not sure I like you, wagging your finger at me as though I was some hoser. Detective, proceed with your testimony. Yes, sir. Here we come here. Hang on. Okay, now, listen carefully, kid. One little mistake, and this guy will drink you for morning tea. Trust me, get ready. Summary of the incident. On the day of the incident, an unknown person phoned the sergeant and asked to meet. Sergeant Hawthorne went to Dusky Bridge at the designated time and met with Mr. Fowles. That's where she was brutally murdered, sir. The criminal stuffed her body into his car trunk and tried to make a getaway. Mr. Fowles was arrested at a police checkpoint we set up at the base of the mountain. Well, you certainly have established the importance of the bridge. Naturally. Now would the defense please hurry up and proceed with the cross-examination? Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examination. Coming on. Hey, settle down there, kitten. If you keep trembling like that, you're gonna make me spill my coffee. I'm not trembling. It's just golden here. The courtroom can be a cold battlefield, alright, especially for a beginner. I don't need you to worry about me. I mean, the defendant, the witness, everyone's a beginner in here. You got me there. But maybe you should keep your claws out and show them what you've got, kitten. It's okay, Mia. Stay calm. Just remember, those court procedure videos you stayed up all last night watching. Okay. Couple Discord notifications, but nothing related to my service, so they can wait. Summary of the incident. The day of the incident, an unknown person phoned up the sergeant and asked to meet. Sergeant Hawthorne went to Dusky Bridge at the designated time and met with Fowles. A bridge up in the mountains, but why meet there? Because it is a very important place to the defendant. That's why. What do you mean by that? If you remember, 5 years ago, the defendant kidnapped a young girl. He was chased onto a bridge, and it was there that he killed his hostage. And the places where all of this occurred is, of course, Dusky Bridge. The very place where Sergeant Hawthorne arrested and handcuffed Mr. Fowles. Ha! Returning to the scene of the crime. How nostalgic. How did he know that? Was the body of the victim discovered right away? Yeah, we were really on the ball. Found the criminal within 1 hour of the murder. It was great. We even got to say, don't move, we've got you surrounded. Wait a second. Yes, he's got an hour to move around. The location was a suspension bridge up in the mountains. So how did they find out about the crime so quickly? Sergeant Hawthorne must have mentioned the phone call to someone else, right? Huh. If that's what had happened, then she wouldn't have been killed. She never mentioned the phone call from Mr. Fowles, but she left a note on her desk about it. If only I had noticed it earlier, maybe she'd still be alive. Wonder why she didn't mention the phone call to anyone. Okay. Stuffed her body into his car trunk and tried to get away. Mr. Fowles had a car then. Well, that bridge is way up in the mountains, man. The defendant and the victim both went up there by car. I mean, How else, right? Where's the victim's car? What? You mean the defendant drove his own car? No, of course not. It was stolen. He stole it from a young couple that had been waiting at a red light. Car thieves. I'm not sure how I feel about car thieves. This guy's sure about how he feels about anything. This is a photo of the stolen car's trunk. Oh, naturally, that's the body of Valerie Hawthorne in there. Oh, that doesn't look too comfortable. The victim, she was stabbed in the back, correct? Yeah. Huh. For some reason, men always seem to get stabbed in the back. We're talking about a woman here. You can't tell from the photo, but the knife was stuck in her back nice and firm. Really? The condition of the body when it was discovered is very important information. Detective, was there anything strange or noteworthy in the trunk of the car? Here's a photo of the trunk, but I don't see anything, do you? Mr. Fowles was arrested. What did the defendant have to say about this photo? What he always says, man. I didn't do it. I didn't do nothing. That's all he says. Nothing? I wouldn't say he did nothing. Hey, at least we know he stole a car. Just what he always says, Your Honor. And then he always says, God, I told a little lie. Or something like that. Well, in any case, it seems he was caught and arrested. Precisely. That's certainly some impressive police work. Well, no, actually it was way too close for comfort. We set up that checkpoint just after 5 p.m. We figured that Mr. Falls might just try to run. What do you mean it was too close for comfort? The two of them arranged to meet at 4:30. And it takes approximately 30 minutes to go from the bridge to the checkpoint. That was kind of close. I'm afraid Mr. Falls could have slipped by. Yes, there is. It was an hour. But now it's 30 minutes. Where did the extra hour go? A track? Walk into it carelessly, and it'll leave more than just a flesh wound. Fun, huh? No, it's not. Well, if you want to have any chance at all, you'd better get some more information. If you're going to get caught in a trap, it's best to get caught early. You can always look for contradictions afterwards. Other famous contradictions. I sure hope I can find some of them. Okay. Yeah, they died from blood loss, and there wasn't any on the bridge. Your Honor, that statement contradicts. Oh, no, that's... It could very well be. Yeah, they just can't see interesting things. Point your fingers on each for pointing. Bridge up in the mountain, but why meet there? Okay. Do we know who that was? It's an unknown person. You have no idea who it might be, right? Okay, but I'm afraid I do. What? The one who called Sergeant Hawthorne was the defendant. Terrified. What? The defendant? The defendant called her? Sergeant Hawthorne was a very civil person, sir. She left a note about a phone call with Mr. Fowles. A note? Yeah, a top secret memo that she left in her desk. Okay. Victim's note added to the court records. Fall City, 4:30 p.m. at that bridge, where white scarf for identification. Talk to Dahlia. Tell her this time the whole truth must come out. Was there a white sparrow? According to this note, it seemed the one who called her to the bridge was indeed the defendant, Terry Fowles. Whose idea was it to keep that note from me? This is the judge is even more sure of his verdict now. Listen up. Never ask a question if you don't already know the answer. It's that detective's fault. He's the one that said unknown first. Hey now, don't make that face at me. I just said it that way because the prosecutor told me to. Was that a trap? With that cute face, I didn't expect him to be so sneaky. But no scar. Witness. What is it? Do you have something to say, Miss Faye? I'm sorry. I totally forgot what I was going to say. This is the first time I've ever had to actually address someone like that. Should have thought this before coming to court. Honestly, Miss Faye, I'm not sure I like this. Hey there, little kitten. Want a piece of my coffee candy? Candy? Well, you're still too young to be drinking real coffee. Yeah. Come on, Mia. Shake it off, you're Lord. Detective? Yes, ma'am. This photo? You said there was nothing peculiar about it. Is that correct? Yeah, that's what I said. Well then, I suggest you take another look at the note written by the victim. The note? Very clearly said, wear white scarf for identification. Caller must have forgotten what the victim looked like. Thus, the special request. I have one very simple question for you, Detective. Where is the white scarf? I can't seem to find it in this photo. Well, to be honest, we didn't find it in the trunk, ma'am. And you stopped there? You should have looked for it. The caller told her to wear it to identify herself, so I expect she did just that. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, what do you have to say about this? Was it found on the bridge? I see the defense is a little lacking. The scarf you are searching so desperately for, is it this one, perchance? Isn't that blue? Where did he find that, sir? On Dusky Bridge. I was there first, and decided to conduct my own investigation. But why didn't you tell me? I made a decision to keep all pieces of evidence in my personal satchel. The safest place, I know. The hot shot has a flair for the dramatic. Not exactly white as the color requested, but as you can see, it's close enough for what it was intended for. It looks like it spent some time in the mud. Not surprising. It was drizzling on the mountain that day. Prosecutor Edgeworth, who was intentionally hiding that stuff the whole time. Is there even mud? There does not appear to be mud between the whatchamacallit, the bridge and the car. The court will accept the scarf into evidence. Scarf added to the court record. Now, as the attorney for the defense finished embarrassing herself, I'd like to move on with the testimony. That is alright with you, isn't it, Miss Faye? Boy, would I like to wrap the scarf around his mama little neck. Very good. Now, if we're done with this much cover scarf business, the prosecution moves to establish conclusively, and with hard evidence, that Miss Hawthorne and Mr. Fox did indeed meet on that bridge that day. Further, we will show exactly what occurred there. That sounds quite promising. I can't wait to hear all about it. Everything is moving at its whim. Don't forget, Kitten, it's the reason why everyone considers this kid a genius. Genius, huh? Actually, there's an eyewitness who was there when the incident took place. This photo was accidentally taken by the witness. It showed the thick wearing the scarf there. It was drizzling that day. Unfortunately, it's a little hard to see what's going on. Anyway, the criminal shoved the victim down from behind and stabbed her in the back. That must have been when the scarf fell off. Looking at this photo, you really get the sense that this bridge is very high up. It is about a 40-foot drop from the bridge to the Eagle River down below. Mr. Edgeworth, who took this photo anyway? Let's just say that it was a well-intentioned third party. Aha, a potential witness. So why isn't this person in the courtroom? Well, they said they absolutely did not want to testify. The person in question is very delicate, Your Honor. Besides, as long as we have this photo, we see no reason to compel them to testify. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Okay. So, as you can see, today's files have both the motive and the opportunity. I think it's quite clear at this point what happened on that bridge. Aha. The truth is becoming clear to me now. Huh? Yes, it's quite obvious. He's clearly guilty. Not again. That's not fair. I haven't even done my cross-examination yet. What do you mean, Actually, it's an eyewitness who was there when the incident took place. Who is this eyewitness? She's a college student. A female college student. That's right. Meaning she's female. And a college student, ma'am. She doesn't do well in front of other people, so I came to testify for her. Maybe so. But as the attorney for the defense, I have the right to cross-examine her. For the time being, we're not relying on the witness's statement. That is all. What is that supposed to mean? The prosecution has other, more decisive evidence. Our case doesn't rest on the vague testimony of a female college student. Female college student, It means she's female and a college student, sir. If you absolutely must see her testimony, you'll have to give us a good reason why. Please tell us about the more decisive evidence in question. So accidentally taken by the witness. What do you mean? The victim is wearing a scarf in that photo, all right? So about the witness who took this photo. What was this person doing all the way in the mountains? Birds. She was taking photos of wildflowers, apparently. With that telephoto lens? No. There are many unusual types of flora on that mountain, Miss Faye. People in the area say it's because of the spirits that live there. Spirits? Now that you mention it, this photo, this cloudy fog-like thing, is it a ghost? I don't believe it. No, Your Honor, no. I don't think it's a ghost. It was drizzling that day. Unfortunately, it's a little hard to see what's going on. Drizzling, huh? That's right. There was a light rain coming down. The whole place was dreary. But not as dreary as the mood that's in this courtroom right now. Haha. Looks like a cold front just moved in. In any case, the point is that the area was quite damp. There was even some fog. I even slipped and fell while I was on the bridge. It was really something. Anyway, the criminal shoved the victim down from behind and stabbed her in the back. Is that part of the witness's testimony as well? Of course it is. He pushed the victim hard in the back and she fell down right on her stomach. I remember that happening once myself. It was really brutal. Are you talking about seeing someone get pushed, or were you the one getting pushed? Does it mean that you pushed someone down, like, once? His mind-boggling tale from the way he said brutal. I wonder if he's Canadian. Huh. Take your nasty look for the right person. Take a look. Poor baby. The court worker seems to have wet itself. Hey, watch Ray's spell your coffee. Go work it, huh? Well, plus here, just... Well, so in other words, there was a struggle between the criminal and the victim, huh? That's what the witness said. Well, looked like she didn't remember about the scar. From what she said, it sounded like a pretty violent fight, man. The area was wet from rain, the bridge was wet too, which would explain why the scarf was all covered in mud, but there's something about his testimony that's still bothering me. Yeah, talk about scars. I had no idea there was a photo. Of course I do. The little kid and police are fairy tale, huh? That is, yes, exactly. Before you believe it's the truth, then that means somewhere hidden in that testimony is a contradiction. One huge contradiction waiting to be discovered. What shows the picture? them facing each other. Why? Your Honor, what do you think of the witness's statement? I don't think anything of it. How about you? I guess I don't think anything seriously. And we don't have a problem, but we do have a penalty. Getting out just let it slide. So, why was there a telephoto lens? Why was she photographing in the rain? No. There's a smudge on the front. There we go. She's not muddy. So as the time's occurring, there's a light drizzle coming down, correct? Yeah, and fog too. Just a generally soggy atmosphere. Well, I have evidence that doesn't go with the soggy atmosphere. But this is a photo of the victim's body that was found in the car trunk. Considering the conditions at the scene of the crime, something isn't right. Well, by all means, please enlighten us as to what isn't right. Naturally, the answer is right here. The victim's coat? As far as I can see, there's nothing strange about it. That's exactly what's strange. Call the testimony. What were the conditions on the bridge that day? It was drizzling and foggy. Dusky bridge was all wet. The victim really had fallen down on the stomach on top of the bridge. Then the front of her coat should have been covered in mud. That's exactly right. The other day, I fell on a muddy street and my gorgeous playoff beard was befouled. I do admit that the crime scene was quite wet that day. However, that doesn't mean that the top of the bridge itself was muddy. If Your Honor had fallen in the shower instead of on a muddy street, your glorious hockey beard would be as the legal league would... Part of the legal league would be wet, but not muddy. Fortunately, I have yet to test that. Still, your point is well taken. And it proves that the surface of the bridge was muddy that day. Yes, the scarf. Ah, a real man wouldn't stand for a taunt like this. Neither would a real woman. Of course I can. Here's evidence that proves the surface of the bridge was muddy. The evidence is the sky. Oh, it should be obvious. If the sky fell onto the bridge and got this muddy, it means that the bridge was obviously covered in mud. No, I can't be outwitted by this novice. Bimbo. Hey, same to you, buddy. Miss Faye's assertion makes perfect sense to me. I do admit that there appears to be a contradiction between the condition of the victim's coat and her scar. However, the real question is, why is there a contradiction? Huh? For every contradiction, there exists an explanation. Let's look at what the explanation in this case may be, shall we? Alright, not like you're really giving me a choice here. Ah, you're doing pretty well for a little kid. Mr. Armando, no matter what he says, a contradiction always comes down to a lie. Either the victim discovered in the trunk, the witness's photo showing the defendant and the victim, or the witness's testimony that stated she saw the moment of the murder. I'm going on that last one. Just relax and think it over. It's pretty simple, isn't it? False evidence is one of those three. What you said just now, I'm not sure I like that. That wasn't me, Your Honor. That was the coffee aficionado over there that said it. This court is not in the habit of accepting false evidence, you know. Blame it on him, Your Honor. He's the one trying to slip false evidence into court. Well, we won't let him. We'll expose the evidence of the flimsy scam it really is. Yes. False evidence in this case is the witness's testimony. It is no-brainer. Obviously, it's a witness that's suspicious. During his earlier testimony, the detective pointed out a crucial fact. The criminal shoved the victim down from behind and stabbed her in the back. Now, is that testimony exactly what the witness claims to have seen? Yeah, that's what the witness told us. That testimony is filled with holes. After all, the victim's coat isn't dirty at all. That's true. Ah, it's not just true, it's the truth. If there was a truly decisive witness in this case, certain that boy wonder over there would have called him in the first place. Your Honor, the defense requests to cross-examine the eyewitness. The testimony presented so far is not only vague, but contradictory as well. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, it appears that we'll need to hear from your mystery witness after all. So, you should brace yourself for the brutal truth. Yes, sir. Your Honor, the prosecution has no intention of hiding the witness from the court. We are prepared to present our witness at any time. Very well. Please bring forth your witness at this time. What Mr. Edgeworth said kind of worries me. What does he mean by the brutal truth? Now, let's proceed with the testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, please go right ahead. Thank you, Your Honor. The prosecution summons the woman who saw the event that day with her very own eyes. This is it, Mia. The battle begins here. Witness, what is your name and occupation? Everyone is so silent that I can hear their hearts going pitter-patter. Oh. When I look at you, how can I put it? Look as scrumptious as double double and a dozen donut holes. Feel like we'll want to hurry up and hand down a verdict to start the fight. Hey, not so fast. As I said before, this witness is very sensitive and delicate. I would ask the court to please exercise care when addressing her. Yes, indeed. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. You are a true gentleman. Miss Faye, you can learn a lot from this man. If he's such a gentleman, he sure doesn't act like one. Sir? Yes, my dear. This is my first time, so I'm sure I'll make a lot of mistakes. Anyway, I just want to say I'm sorry for all the trouble I might cause. Not at all. It's no trouble at all. Now then, may we please have your name and occupation? My name is, Melissa Foster. A college student, a freshman in the literature department. You were on the scene when the unfortunate event occurred, correct? And you were the one who took this photo. Is that accurate? What? How can you be so mean? Now see here, what are you doing shoving this in your face like? Huh? It's just a photograph. It's not like it's something dangerous. Next time I'll be forced to penalize you. Uh-oh. I don't like the turn this is taken. Okay, can I go with my strategy of questioning everything? Is she staring at me? And you would be? Huh? I'm the defense attorney. My name is Mia Faye. I see. So you are... Now then, young lady, could you please give us your testimony? Yes, Your Honor. I'll do my best. I was using the camera to take some pictures of wildflowers. Then I noticed there were two people standing up on the suspension bridge. With me, they just started fighting. That's when I hurried and took the photo that shows the crucial moment. Right after that, I called the police. By the way, where were we standing when the incident occurred? I believe the map would be of help here. I'm all standing right over here. So that means he came from the broken side, standing in a beautiful field surrounded by tall cliffs. So you took the photo from that location, eh? I brought the camera I was using at the time, just like Mr. Edgeworth asked me to. Well, what a cute camera, just like his owner. Small but powerful model. Okay, alright then, Mrs. Faye, it's time for your cross-examination. But I warn you, if you put this guy again, you'll feel the wrath of my gavel. So I can come back later. Why did you take the photo? Well, the two of them were really going at it. Ever since I was a little girl, I always wanted to be a news reporter. Guess that part of me just kind of took over. But... okay. That photo is not of a fight. Okay. Present. The witness, when he said he took a photo of the crucial moment, is this what you meant? All I can see in this photo are two people facing each other. He testified that he saw the two of them starting to fight. Normally, that's the kind of thing we would refer to as a crucial moment. Why haven't you presented a photo like that? Well, you see, the photo we presented was the only one there was. But if you really wanted to capture the crucial moment, then what happened next? You must have taken a photo of it. Dope. My apologies, young lady, but Miss Bay's assertion is not without a certain amount of merit. You can certainly downplay a situation, can't you? I'm sorry, I'm a very bad girl. I used it all up. The film, I mean. You ran out of film? Is that even... I guess it does look like a film camera, but... This photo was the last one. What? Unfortunately, that is the truth. I personally examined all of the photographs she took that day. All the other photographs are the witness herself playing among the wildflowers. The witness herself? Then who took the photos? Well, you see, our camera had a timer feature built into it. So you took photos of yourself. I remember taking the photos of myself once too. Please, no details. Seems that Miss Faye's assertion was not so decisive after all. Wait just a minute. Well, if she had no film left, she couldn't very well take more pictures, eh? Miss Foster, perhaps then you can tell us about a different sort of photo. Photos of the incident that you took with your very own eye. Mr. Edgeworth, fight the boat. Very well then, let's get back to the class examination. Let's hear your thoughts on the fight that you witnessed. Yes, Mr. Judge. Boy, this guy's really a sucker for sweet talk. It looks like the other kitten in the room is the one that's getting all the attention. Yeah, sickening. To the wildflowers. Turned around, tried to run away, but she only got about 10 yards before she was stabbed in the back. Must be. Yes, there is. The bridge without on that side. The victim. Why do you think she turned to run away? With her police training, she certainly knew better than to turn her back on a criminal. This was a large, powerful man with a knife. If it had been a quacky woman like you, I'm sure she would have acted differently. Quacky, who are you? If it had been me, I probably would have jumped into the river. There's still something wrong with this. Oh, I don't mean to do that. Witness, your testimony is a joke. Huh? What? But I just... Miss Faye, I said I warned you not to make the witness cry. One short testimony and two bad contradictions. There's no possible excuse. You say there were two contradictions? It's simple. Just take a look at the diagram of the area. According to her testimony, the two of them were in the middle of the bridge. But if they were, the victim had turned around and tried to run. Well, then, she would have hit a dead end. She had 10 yards, but she couldn't have run even 5. Because Dusky Bridge is collapsed on that side. What does this all mean? Very simple, Your Honor. This charming little witness to a charming little lie. That's all there is to it. This This beautiful young lady has been lying to the court? Just a moment, Your Honor. Statuous. Your Honor, allow me to personally apologize for the confusion. What do you mean? There's one major mistake in this diagram. What did he say? What are you referring to? It's all because this diagram was made after the incident occurred. It's a very old bridge. We can't find any official blueprints of it. So, you're saying... I'm saying that even though the bridge is currently in disrepair, there's no evidence that can prove the bridge was broken during the incident. That's ridiculous. You can't actually tell me the condition of this bridge from the photo. Apologize to the court for not being more clear when I presented the evidence. Oh, that guy is good. What do you mean? Planned it from the beginning. He's a genius, alright. That diagram of the bridge was in his insurance policy. What the god? Well, Miss Faye, seems you've once again made a reckless accusation. I'm so sorry. I should have been more careful myself. No. It wasn't your fault at all. Now then, shall we go on with the trial? I'd like to establish once and for all what it was the witness actually saw. Indeed. Alright, young lady. May I ask you to please proceed with the testimony? But it's so hard to go on. We're all on your side, there's no need to wait. Just tell us what you saw. Yes, sir. After he stopped her in the back, quickly picked her up in his arms and carried her over to the car. Suppose that was the only way you could make sure the body stayed hidden. Couldn't just leave the body on top of the bridge. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm only supposed to talk about what I saw. Problems must have been difficult. Yes, sir. I'm still shaking up. We accept this testimony as it is. We're finished. Don't say that. Oh well. Maybe I'll stop off at my favorite cafe on the way home. They make really great mocha latte. The trial isn't over yet. That's what I like to hear. Oh, wait, this way. You got the examination, if you please. Okay, wait. I suppose. How do you say that? Probably a broken down bridge hidden away in the mountains. Doing anything more to hide the course would be going overboard, wouldn't it? Yes, but that mountain is famous among hikers. Surprising number of people go up there. But it's February, right? And it was raining that day, correct? There's also a small temple and a channeling dojo there. You know, those monks. They just love cold, isolated places. People were just trying to say that the corpse could have been found at any time. Besides, the witness is merely reporting what she witnessed with her own eyes. You mean the defendant carried the body all by himself? Yes. Considering the size of the defendant, I wouldn't think it would be difficult. Yes, but let's remember that we're on an oil bridge that was ready to collapse. Is it even possible for him to have carried a dead body on a bridge like that? Well, the fact of the matter is that he did. That kind of talk is just silly. Wow, why did he get so emotional all of a sudden? Yes. the river. Killer not wanting his victim to be found, I can understand that. However, the idea of moving the body for that purpose is clearly odd. There was a much easier way to make sure the body wasn't found. Well, what is it? Take another look at the map of the area, and you'll see how. There's a river right below the bridge. Earlier, Mr. Edgeworth pointed out something interesting about the river. For those who are not aware, Eagle River is well known for its powerful current. Most bodies that fall in are never recovered. Ah! In the kidnapping case 5 years ago, the victim's body was carried away and never found. If 10 murders were to occur at the same spot above the Eagle River, you can bet your boots that every other killer would have tossed a body in the water. Order. I'm not sure if I care for the way you put that, Miss Bay, but I must admit it does seem odd not to have thrown the body into the river. Well, Mr. Edgeworth. So, how sad. Perhaps Miss Bay would do well to try taking a dip in the river herself. After all, you claim to be such an expert in the ways of nature. What are you talking about? I pointed that no matter how odd you may find the killer's method of body disposal, the fact is that this is what the killer did. None of your arguments have anything to do with what the witness saw. Quite true. Miss Day, seems that your assertion is without merit after all. But what the witness claims to have seen is totally ridiculous. Surely you can't deny that the body was found in the trunk of the car. That's certainly consistent with what the witness has told us. Okay. Please, witness, go on with your testimony. I'll try. All you have to do is tell us only what you saw. Otherwise, the mean lady might yell at you again. Who is he talking to me? Hold on. I'll do my best. Go into the trunk of the stolen car hid by. How did he know it was stolen? What did the man do then? Well, naturally, he got in the car and was about to flee. That's when I came to my senses. I said to myself, you have to call the police. So that's when he called the police. You sure that you saw all that with your own eyes? Yes, I'm 100% certain. Okay, 1 second. Gotta ban someone. No selling viewers, send warning. There we go. Give it time to apply. So it does look broken into, but how could you see that? Well, Miss Foster, it looks like you've done it this time. Done what? Made a crucial mistake. Crucial mistake? Like what, Miss Faye? The killer broke into the trunk of the stolen car and hid the body in there. You're saying you saw that, right? With your very own eyes? Yes, it's simple, Miss Foster. Take a look at the diagram. Okay, browser. properties, and refresh. There we go. Take a look at the diagram. The place you claim to have taken the photo from that day is here. Do you see what I mean? Even if you try to see the car, this outcropping of rock is directly in the way. Ah, that's right, Miss Foster. From where you were standing, you could not have possibly seen the killer's car. I admit that the diagram shows a large outcropping of rock. However, it isn't so tall that it would stop us from seeing the car. That's right. It's not high at all. I was able to see his car just fine. Meanwhile, I'm so sorry, but that just doesn't wash. I believe it was the witness who presented this as evidence to the court, yes? This is the location that the photo was taken from. Your own photo tells the whole story. You can clearly see the left side of the bridge. But the outcropping that is being referred to is really more like a cliff. Ah! Your view should have been completely cut off by this cliff, but you still claim to have been able to see the killer's car. No! Order in the court. What is the meaning of all this ballyhoo? No. Okay, going down. Going back up the desktop. Your Honor, don't jump to any hasty conclusions. The fact that the escapee fled in a stolen car was reported on the news. After witnessing a murder, I'm sure you can appreciate that the witness was very upset. She must have heard about the stolen car and convinced herself that she saw it. But she was repeatedly warned before starting her testimony. She was told to testify only about what she saw with her own eyes. Oh. Mr. Judge? What is it? I think I must have remembered things wrong. Hey, wait a minute. You can't just say that. Miss Faye, no one on the face of the planet is perfect. Yes, indeed. Quite true. You know what they say. To err is human, to forgive divine. I'm inclined to give the benefit of the doubt to our witness here. What? That's not fair. Save the tears for later, kitten. Mr. Armando, don't look back until the trial is over. Now is the time to go forward. Oh, that wasn't fair. Okay, kitten, you need to laugh. Then you need to remember the other kitten's testimony. So tell me, how did she know that? How does she know that he broke into the trunk? Aha. Well, Miss Foster, until you can explain how you knew that, you're going to have a lot of very suspicious people on this side of the courtroom. Well, witness? Well, I'm certain that he broke into the trunk. Because there were marks left on the trunk lid. Certain there were scratch marks from when he broke into it. What? Let me see that photo. It's true, these certainly look like scratch marks around the keyhole. It's more like a bullet hole. It's obvious that this trunk has been broken open. Well, Miss Faye, are you satisfied? No. The judge is on his side. Can't make any mistakes here. What she just said. Is there a contradiction right there? Doesn't work? Because, Alyssa Foster, looks like you finally betrayed yourself. What? You said you were in a field taking photos of wild flowers, but even so, you knew about the scratches. The question is when? When did he get a chance to see those scratches? I finally got her. Huh. I'm getting pretty tired waiting over here. Then perhaps it would be faster if Miss Fay explained herself. Your Honor, there's only one possible explanation. The reason the witness had seen scratches was... Okay. Earlier. She just happened to be passing by the area where the car was parked. Well, Mr. Edgeworth. Frankly, Your Honor, after hearing a pathetic response like that, I have to question whether or not such a pathetic lawyer should even exist. But, did you hear that, Miss Fay? I believe Mr. Edgeworth just called you a knucklehead. Yes, isn't that overlooking things a little bit? Come on, Mia. One more time, you can do it. Okay. So in one way, the witness had a chance to see those scratches. Yes, what is it? Naturally, when she opened the trunk, it's just a corpse in herself. The person who really hid the body in the trunk of that car was Alyssa Foster. It was you that did it, wasn't it? Mia? That's ridiculous. I could never. It was a man in the prison guard. He's the one that... I don't think so, Miss Foster. If Mr. Fowles had been the one that put the corpse in the trunk, he would have simply used the car key. There was no need to break it open. But he stole the car. He stole it from a young couple that had been waiting at a red light. Which means that the key would have still been in the ignition. Oh, I see. Thank you for telling us about the scratches, Miss Foster. Without that, we never would have uncovered the truth. Well, it couldn't have been Mr. Fowles that put the body in the trunk. Preposterous to even suggest that the witness put the body in there. If that were true, then how do you explain the photo such that the corpse could only have been put in the trunk when the incident occurred? And we already know that at the time when she was taking the photograph. Timer. Well, it's a chance, Mia. Finish this thing. On the contrary, I'm not so certain about that anymore, Mr. Edgeworth. No need to think too deeply about it. What I'm saying is the shutter for this may not have been pushed by Miss Foster herself. Let's take another look at this comic and see what features it has, shall we? It has a timer built into it, even a mini tripod. Why? It's almost as if she bought this camera just to take this picture. What are you trying to say then, Miss Fay? That when the crime occurred, Miss Foster wasn't in the field as she claimed? Well, if she really did use a camera without a timer, then the answer is yes, she was somewhere else. Exactly. She was not in the field. The defense, please explain further. Listen, this is a crucial point. Where was Miss Foster when the incident occurred? Answering that question will also make clear Miss Foster's true identity. Okay, please answer this question. I'm guessing here. Naturally, the witness was standing right here. Well, what do you see, Mr. Edgeworth? So, before pointing out where the witness was standing, Miss Fay should do something herself. She should figure out where she stands, if you catch my drift. Oh, don't worry, the drift is certainly caught. Yes, failure is an excellent opportunity for growth. Try better next time. That's enough. This court sees no reason to further prolong the trial, though is there any need for more time to decide the case of infringement? I see no room for the misinterpretation of statement. He's guilty. Okay. Outside? Here. What do you think, Mr. Edgeworth? Okay. Now decide.